What's up, ticket holder? It's your boy J3, and this is gonna be an epic review for you guys. It's gonna be different though. I'm not gonna say a lot about this film, but I will give you details on how I feel about the film. And the reason why is because this film was so impactful to me, and by not knowing much about it at all, made the movie that much better for me. So basically all I'm gonna do is encourage you to watch it without giving you too much information. So I hope you guys follow through with this. This movie is Fences. It's actually a screenplay that Denzel Washington was part of, and I guess he decided to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring this to screen. I think it needs to be on the cinema and it needs to pop. And I know a lot of you guys out there was like, hey, J3, man, they got the Fences trailer. We want to know what you think. We want to see. I stayed away from it. And the reason why I stayed away from it is because I didn't want the movie to tell me too much. I didn't want to see it. I just wanted to just let it ride. I didn't want it to encourage me or anything. I just knew I wanted to see it, but I didn't want to see the trailers. So I'm basically going to give you what I feel and how I feel about the movie in this review. That's why it's a little epic for me. First off, I want to congratulate Denzel Washington on a phenomenal film. You get one of these, Denzel. Viola Davis, you get one of these. Michael T. Williamson, you get one of these. Everybody else in the movie was good, but those three, I ain't never sat in no theater, y'all. Like, I'm even getting emotional right now just thinking about them. It was like amazing. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Christmas Carol, you know, Scrooge story and everything like that, but it was experiencing that in the Christmas Carol that I experienced watching this movie. And it was like I was visited by a ghost of the past. And the ghost of the past grabbed my arm and took me into the 50s. And I stood there and watched these people live in 1950. It was like, wow, so touching, so emotional. It wasn't like anything I've ever experienced in a theater. I've watched a lot of movies, guys, and I've never in my 30 years on this planet cried 4 times in a movie. I sat there and I was crying, and it wasn't crying of guiltiness. It was an emotional journey. And it was like I was watching my past. It was like I was grabbed to go watch my grandparents or my great-great-grandparents live and seeing their life in front of my face. That's what I got from the movie. It was just tight. It was like a cleansing. It was just beautiful. You can't say that about much films these days. This movie made me realize so much about now and then. My appreciation of people is different now. How I look at things. And a movie did that for me. 2 hours, like, it's crazy. So that's basically how I feel about the movie. I'm not gonna even tell you the plot. Basically, you're just going to the 50s and you're gonna sit back and just make sure you got some food in your belly. You know what I'm saying? Something in your stomach. Nothing too much, just enough so you can appreciate the movie. It is a journey that I think any race can experience. There's no overacting. There's no overshadowing. Everyone blend and clicked well, especially Michael T, Denzel Washington, and Viola Davis. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. It was so powerful. Now, I never seen the play, So I couldn't explain that to you that much. I've seen clips of it before this movie even came out. I've seen clips before. But let's get on Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington plays a character called Tory Maxwell. Maxon. And his character was like a man I knew before. He has so many traits like my father, but he wasn't like my dad. He wasn't like my dad, but how he thought in so many ways was like my dad. So I gravitated to him as a father figure in the movie. It was like, wow. I understood him because I understand my dad. My dad tells me things like real stuff. He'll tell me, say, you know, Jerry, you need to come on out here to Texas with me. You know, you need to leave LA alone. It ain't nothing out there. It's too expensive. You got too much talent. You come out here. I'm saying, just like you'll be on. You'll make money. You and your family will survive. You will make more than you have in California. LA ain't nothing but a death trap. It just sit there. It's just fast going. Them people don't care. They ain't paying. You come out here to Texas. You have a better life. My dad tell me almost every day I talk to him. I mean, I understand what he's doing. He's planting the seed in my head. Hey, Texas is gonna be better than it is in LA. He believes that in his heart. He left LA and went to Texas. He ain't came back since. It's been like what, 16 years. He gone. He left when I was 15. He left when I was 15. Went out to Texas. He ain't came back yet. I mean, he comes back to visit, but not like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand. And when Tory was talking to his son was saying stuff he wanted to be. He wanted to be an athlete. You know, he wanted to do certain things. He didn't see that passion that his son saw, or did he? You know what I'm saying? So much about it I don't want to say, but it was just that I saw my dad in that. Sound like my dad. You need to just get you a job and work and forget all that other that stuff for fools. My dad, he ain't as extreme with it, but I got the gist. And Denzel Washington, man, I swear it's gonna happen. I'm gonna run into Denzel Washington and I'm gonna hug him. I know it might sound weird to some people because you don't understand, but I'm gonna hug him out of love and respect, because he gave me something that I've never seen most actors do. Like, I know Denzel has stepped away from acting, like, you know what I mean, he ain't never really been that Denzel in a couple films, but my God, when he says, you know, I'm gonna do this thing, we gonna make sure this movie works. That man's amazing. Like, if you guys ain't seen Malcolm X, you need to go watch Malcolm X. If you ain't seen Man on Fire, y'all need to watch Man on Fire. Denzel Washington is the man. Like, I swear I felt like I knew him. I knew Tory Maxon. Like, that was my great great grandfather. Like, I felt it. I felt that house. That house felt like it was home. How you watch a movie and you feel like you at home? Like, that's weird, but epic at the same time. The movie just gave me so much. It gave me so much. I was sitting there and I'm looking at the audience. The audience was small because the movie hasn't really officially came out yet. So I was just sitting there looking. It was all different colors of people. I'm looking around and everyone's gravitating in a different way, but they're appreciating the cinema, the film. They're appreciating it. I thought it was an honor when I saw those different shades of people in the theater. I was like, wow, this movie brought all kind of people out. These are moviegoers. This is the audience that I like to be in. You didn't hear much, but you felt every scene from the audience. We all felt it the same way. And Denzel Washington gave it to us as an actor and a director. Damn. Whew. Viola Davis. I believe, especially among the black community, she's an underrated actress. She's amazing. And I know because she's not fair skin. She's a darker shade woman. It's probably why a lot of people don't acknowledge that for some weird reason. But this woman is beautiful. And her acting is brilliant. And it's not that I just knew this. I always knew about Viola Davis. But just seeing her there, I'm telling you, I'm going to give her a hug when I see her. I'm going to hug her. She portrayed the perfect woman. And I think she was really just being herself. When I watched it, I felt like that's a woman I would marry. Not knocking my children's mother, my girlfriend of 11 years, not knocking that. Not saying that at all. Just saying, when you look in the streets and you look at these women nowadays, these bitches ain't shit. And I'm saying it just like that. What I saw in that movie, I know exists out here is rare. But back in those days, them women existed. That was a strong black woman. She didn't have to wear all the makeup in the world to be strong and beautiful. She played a woman named Rose Maxson. Rose was as beautiful as a rose. In and out. Sweet as pie. Like, that was an ultimate catch. I've never seen a woman so strong, especially in a film. I've seen, but modern day. Viola Davis was just so beautiful, man. I know this review's different because this movie just meant so much to me. I don't want to say much because I don't want to ruin that experience for y'all. I don't. Just say she's dope. And I couldn't see no one else playing her role. No one else. She was the perfect woman. Wow. You rarely see that and hear that. And I believe my faith in women, in society and women, because of now, and you see how these women are and Instagram twerking and twitching and all that shit like that, all that shit. I believe still in my heart there's good women out there. And Viola Davis is a present woman. And I believe she's truly like that. Because you can't act like that. You have to live like that. That's what made them two so epic. A lot of people don't know this, but Denzel Washington been with his wife forever. Same woman. And when he gets into that role, he knows what it's like to be with a woman over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, they know what it's like. Like, they were just being themselves, placed in the 50s. And it was beautiful. It was like, fuck. This is tight. This is really good. Next man on the scene is going to be Michael T. Williamson. I think that's how you say it. Michael T. Williamson. This guy's underrated. My God. I always knew he was good. He's in a lot of movies, man. I know he's in Forrest Gump. He was in The Purge. He played T.I. Daddy, Uncle in ATL. You know what I mean? And he did his thing. But my God, he played and I'm not going to tell you who he played because it was a shocker for me. But he played a character in the movie, and my God, I felt like he made me cry the most. I ain't gonna lie. When he stepped on that scene, I broke down. I was like, fuck. Like, I'm emotional right now with this movie, man. It's crazy. Michael T. Williamson, man. Like, bruh, I ain't never seen it like that. I ain't never seen it like that. You can tell that this cast gave 2 cents. You can tell this movie meant something to the whole, everybody that was involved. This movie meant something. There was another character in there. His name is Stephen McKinley Henderson. His name was Jim Bono. He was the friend of Tori Maxson. And that's the kind of homie. I'm not knocking my homeboys, my brothers. I love them. But that's what I want us to be like when we get older. I want to be friends like that. That was a true friend. Wise. Just epic. Just epic. I'm not gonna talk much about his son because don't want to ruin the experience. Just say everybody in this movie did their part. Everybody in the movie did their part. It was a journey that I'm glad I took, guys. It was amazing. Amazing movie. With that being said, I don't even want to give this movie a grade because it's beyond a grade. It's a journey that it's a one in a lifetime experience for most people. Now, some people might not feel the same way. Some people might not be able to relate, and that's fine. But this movie was amazing. And there's no need to over exaggerate on grades and all that stuff and A++++. No need for that. This movie gets a certified entrance to my top list of films of all time. With that being said, it's going to get an A+. Never experienced a movie like that in my life. Like, I never seen a new movie in this era just open the archives. Like, I'm gonna buy this movie. You know what I mean? I love it. I love this film. And I would encourage anybody who likes cinema to go watch this movie. This movie, honestly, guys, this movie had nothing to do. Honestly, I didn't even see a black film. I didn't see a color line. I just saw a beautiful movie. And I think that's what cinema's all about. We were in the 50s seeing a family live. The lingo was on point. The clothing, the costumes, the apartment, the house, the way people looked, the vibe, the kids, it was all on point. And that's hard to do in this era. You know what I mean? It just felt right. It felt right. And I encourage anybody to take that journey. Now, you guys got my grade. I'm gonna do a little discussion with you guys. Just gonna give a little 2 cents on this. I've always heard this thing. You had James Earl Jones, Denzel Washington. They both played the same role on the play. Jody Joe and them, they had a debate about it. Jody was talking to me about it earlier today, and he's like, you know, with this movie, you still think James Earl Jones is, you know what I mean? And because I like James Earl Jones. When I saw the little snips and stuff, I thought James Earl Jones was very powerful. But I have to say, they're both different. And personally, I'm not going to grade them. Which one would I gravitate more to? It'd be Denzel Washington. However, I can relate to the James Earl Jones playing Tori Maxson. I can relate to that because I know men like that. I know men on both ends like that. Them father figures. You have some that are stronger than others. You have some that are strong but but cunning. You have some that are so cold-hearted, they don't show it. I get that. And one of the main reasons why I won't divide it is because, number one, Denzel Washington is much younger than James Earl Jones. And when I watched Claudine, if you guys haven't watched Claudine, it's a good movie, guys. Go watch Claudine. It's a good movie. Starring James Earl Jones. Excuse me, he plays a trash man who he gets attracted to this woman. She got like a bunch of kids and shit. It's back in like the 60s and 70s, 60s. It's a great film. And when I see him in Claudine, and if you watch James Earl Jones, a lot of his earlier work when he's just acting, you can see him playing that. It's crazy. So I recommend you guys watch some of his early work before you really pass judgment on him. James Earl Jones on the play, I can see that, but it depends what kind of father figure you grew up with. Denzel Washington is more of my father figure, and I relate more to that. But I also know people whose father was a lot like James Earl Jones, and showed that power and strength 100%. Denzel Washington showed his street smarts and cunning and being suave father interpretation. James Earl Jones showed the power, the strong, what it meant to be the dark side, that kind of shit. So it's two different type of daddies playing the same role, and I love it. I love the fact that we actually can sit down and debate about which is the better black actor in this role. That's amazing. You don't see that kind of shit all the time. We usually comparing which one's better, the white or the white. You know what I mean? And it's not being disrespectful or nothing like that. It's just that's what society is, and it's great to see we're arguing or debating or even having a discussion about which one's better. Love it. Now Viola Davis, she has to be, I'm gonna say it, I think she's the Cicely Tyson of this era. And for those that don't know, Cicely Tyson is one of the most amazing black actresses ever. If you watch any of her movies, I'm telling you, she's tight. And this may get you guys in because she did a movie with Richard Pryor. So funny man Richard Pryor called Bustin' Loose. You probably want to watch that. It's a funny movie. Love it. She's a teacher who has special ed children. And Richard Pryor is the bus driver. Amazing journey. I'm telling you, that movie right there is great. And you see Richard Pryor be a great actor. Go watch Bustin' Loose. Tight movie. She also did a movie, I hope I say it right, called A Woman Named Moses. Let me look that up. Cicely Tyson is 92, bruh. She's still here. Fuck, she doing it good. She was married to Miles Davis. She's amazing. Her career is on point. My God. Oh yes, I forgot. I didn't forget, but I forgot. She played Miss Jane Pittman. Miss Jane Pittman, man. And you know the crazy thing is Miss Jane Pittman lived to be like 110. And Cicely Tyson 92. Fuck, she's on her way. She about to outdo the woman she played. That's some epic shit. All right, she played a woman called Moses, the Harriet Tubman story. You guys gotta watch this. Like Cicely Tyson, man, I'm looking at the movies and I'm just remembering she was Kunta Kinte, Toby's mother in Africa on Roots. Like, bruh, come on, man. Like, Cicely Tyson is epic, and Viola Davis to me feels like the Cicely Tyson of this era, man. It's like she can't do no wrong. That is something to say. That's amazing. Like, golly, that's amazing. And it's crazy. I got a chance, guys. You don't understand how this makes me feel. I got a chance to experience 2-3 epic black actors. Some are known more than others, but it was an amazing journey. The movie was tight, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take a look at Cicely Tyson and then watch some Viola Davis and tell me you don't see the similarity in the epicness of being a black, beautiful woman. Tell me you don't experience that when you watch them films. Denzel Washington, you're amazing, man. God bless you. Keep doing it, man. I know some actors go off sidetrack. It's like, who cares? It's like the J3 experience. Why put too much in it? But I tell you one thing, when they put too much in it, it's amazing. It's amazing. Golly. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. I'm out. Peace, love,